Hey there. So basically, I'm probably not sharing any new thoughts to anybody, but nevertheless, they're on my heart and couldn't sleep, so I'm going to share them. Basically, pondering this whole, healthcare reform subject, this whole debate that's going on in our nation. I think we need to remember history and remember that, when our founders came to this nation, when they came to this land, and they decided, hey, we need to break away from England. We need to separate. It's because they were living under an oppressive ruler and system. We need to keep that in mind. That's one of the things they fled. They state very specifically that we have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, as given to us by our Creator. And you look at this health reform debate. Hey, there's no doubt some changes need to be made in healthcare. I don't think anyone doubts that. That's a given. But what we need to remember, big time, is that the federal government, it was given a specific purpose. One of the things that those who came up with the Declaration of Independence and also the Constitution, when trying to get the states to sign in and join together as, the United States of America, the states were fearful. They didn't want to be under another dictatorship. The states wanted to be able to govern themselves, which was a legitimate fear, considering what everyone had to live under previously. So they made it very clear that here are the parameters, here are the things that the federal government is going to take charge of. There are things such as protecting the nation and, very limited, really, for that matter. And most of it was up to the states. Anything not stated in the Constitution was state jurisdiction. And so we've got this debate about health care. Well, what we need to look at is that, yes, we have a lot of people. We have the ER being taken advantage of over and over, which is costing us tons of money. We've got insurance companies taking advantage of people. So yeah, changes need to come, but these changes, they need to begin in our families and in our churches and in our cities and counties. And the highest it should go is within our states. Yes, no doubt there needs to be change and reform. But I mean, it's almost like we're reverting back to the whole England concept, where there's this royal family that's constantly in charge, but it looks like the family name here in America is becoming federal. That name. You look at an organization like the Federal Reserve. What are they doing? They're pumping out money from thin air, and it's going to cause horrible inflation, and it's literally ripping dollars out of our very pockets, each one of us that live in America. I mean, anyone who's not familiar with that needs to look it up. And Congress is given full power over to them. That's got to change. This has to change. We have a private institution with the name federal on it, printing tons and tons of money out of thin air, and they're robbing each one of us. Why are we going to give the power of health care into, again, the American family name, which is federal? Do we really need more intervention? Do we need them infringing even more on our lives? Of course. We should respect those in authority, of course. But listen, when we were founded, that was the fears of our founders, that all of a sudden power would be delivered into the hands of a powerful elite class. And we as the people need to say enough is enough. We got to stop this. If healthcare is going to change, it should be done on a state-by-state basis. Not only that, like I said, we as individuals, we in our churches, we in our cities, can look at ways, how can we help those that need health care? How can we help those who are losing their houses? We need to figure it out. We can't just, as soon as we hand over and go, oh well, we'll just let quote unquote, the government handled it, well, what happened to our liberty? What happened to our pursuit of happiness? I mean, are we giving our pursuit of happiness instead of we're going to make it their pursuit of happiness on our behalf? We need to wake up. I mean, I'm not stating anything new. This isn't revolutionary. But please, those of you who haven't thought about it, yes, it sounds like a nice plan that, hey, the government wants to insure everybody and they want to handle it and they want to take care of it. But please look at systems like Social Security, that's basically in shambles. Look at other things the government has stepped in on and tried to quote-unquote socialize. We gotta wake up. We gotta take charge ourselves. We as states as well. We gotta take things on our own shoulders. God gave us liberty. He gave us free minds. He told us to look out for one another. Love your neighbor as yourself. We need to start doing that. We can't just keep passing it off to Big Brother to do it for us. We're giving away our freedom. And those of you that don't realize it need to realize it. Please wake up. Do your homework. Just had to express myself. So, everyone enjoy the day or night whenever you're watching this, and God bless.